How corrupt is the state of Alabama? Let's see. The governor is in the process of being impeached, and the person that's running the impeachment trial is the Speaker of the House, who the governor has to testify against because he's facing 28 felony charges. And if there's any type of judicial issue, the Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court has just been kicked off the court for making anti-gay slurs and rhetoric. You're going to love this particular story.
It starts somewhere kind of normal, but it ends with the best new thing in the world, all right? Today, jury selection started in the federal corruption trial of somebody named Mike Hubbard. Mike Hubbard is the Speaker of the House in the great state of Alabama. His corruption trial is taking place in his home district. It's an area he's represented in Alabama's legislature since 1998. Right before the elections in 2014, so right before the last elections, October 2014, Mike Hubbard was indicted on 23 felony corruption charges. That was in October. The election was in November. 23 felony corruption charges. His home district re-elected him anyway. Ta-da! So it's been an interesting turn of the speakership, right? Well, during today's jury selection, 4 potential jurors said they knew Mike Hubbard personally. If the whole jury pool is that well connected as he gets tried in his home district, it may also get really awkward when the sitting governor of Alabama is also called to testify in this case. Governor Robert Bentley of Alabama is now facing his own impeachment proceedings, as well as multiple state and federal criminal investigations, all springing from his alleged affair with one of his staffers. But now the governor joins 18 sitting state legislators as potential witnesses for the prosecution who have been subpoenaed to testify in this trial of the sitting Speaker of the House. So this is Alabama government right now, right? I mean, and Alabama's government is like all other governments that we've got, including the federal one. We've got an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a judicial branch. All 3 of them are in crisis. The governor, head of the executive branch, he's, like, as I said, facing impeachment in the House, and he now has to testify at the corruption trial of the Speaker of the House. If the Speaker is convicted, he will have his appeal heard at the Alabama Supreme Court, which is also in crisis because the Alabama Supreme Court just lost its chief judge to an ethics scandal involving gay rights, where the chief judge of the Alabama Supreme Court told people throughout the state, told people in the judiciary throughout the state they should disregard all higher court rulings on the issue of gay rights and just do what he says instead.
Yeah, and this is not the first time that they've kicked this judge off the court. How he keeps getting back up on the court and placed in his position of the Chief Justice of the State Supreme Court. Somebody's got to explain that particular one to me. So this will be the second time he's kicked off. But that's not even the best part of this.
The governor may ultimately have to appoint a new Chief Justice to replace Roy Moore. But if the governor has to do that, he better hurry, because it's going to be a hard thing to do once he's being impeached, right? By the House Speaker whose trial he's just been subpoenaed to testify in. That's the mess in Alabama right now. Just astonishing, right? All 3 branches of government simultaneously blowing up. Speaker of the House, Chief Judge of the Supreme Court, and the governor all simultaneously exploding. Happily, though, Alabama also brings us our best new thing in the world today. Last week, we introduced you on the show to an Alabama-born and bred drag queen performer called Ambrosia Starling. For 1 month, she has been one of the leading voices in the state calling for the removal of the state's Chief Justice due to his weird anti-gay stance. And since Chief Justice Roy Moore was suspended and thrown off the bench in this ethics scandal, he has blamed the drag queen. He has blamed Ambrosia Starling for this whole mess he's in. He's obsessed with her. But now with the Chief Justice and the Speaker and the Governor all blowing up, my dreams have come true. Because it turns out Ambrosia Starling is thinking about running for governor.
If you want Ambrosia Starling for governor, if you think that that's what it's going to take, baby, I am all there and all for it. But between now and then, you remember one thing, if you don't ever see me again and they never want to look at me with these cameras, liberty and justice is for all, not some.
Starling says her only political agenda agenda is 3 words: have good manners.
Have good manners is her political campaign. Ambrosia Starling considering a run for Alabama governor. Alabama might need a new governor soon. Obviously, that's the best new thing in the world today. That does it for us tonight. We'll see.
Yep. Little levity never hurt anybody.